Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nothing But Lawlessness here at Battle of the Lawless. And here is your host, the one and only Attorney Kingdom. Yes. Again, your host, Attorney Kingdom. Attorney Kingdom.
Madunggan ko. Sorry. Sorry, I'm late guys. Meron kasi ako golf. Welcome to the Battle of the Lawless. Okay. Wait lang. 5 minutes. Please, wala ko. Okay, so ito ang mechanics ng game. Sa mechanics yan ni Ani? Sa mechanics yan ni Nadi rin. Okay, so we will have 3 rounds. Easy, moderate, and difficult. And in case of a tie, edi may tiebreaker. Just answer the questions and paunay ra mag-matter. Okay? Inana lang ka sayon. Okay? So, today we have 2 groups from 2 different prominent law schools in the country. We have UP and we have Ateneo. Anong laptop lang na yung katapad ni mo, ma'am?
Attorney, ako kauman ba? Online daw siya karon.
Saan man na? Kay sayang ang plus points ba? Face to face, ano ba, attorney? Sayang ang plus points. Sige, bala na. Okay. Sugulat ta sa easy round. Okay. So, with the consent of the commission with the appointments, who shall be the president or appoint nominee? Ateneo.
Muse.
Prince Charming. No, sorry. Enumerate them. There are 4. Sir, dagan kayo, sir.
Sir, I can't think. I'm so nervous.
Okay.
You can think. Kung saan man na, easy round pa lang man. Ang answer is, heads of the executive departments, ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls, or officers of the armed forces from the rank of colonel or naval captain, and other officers whose appointments are vested in him in this constitution. Question number 2. Specifically, in relation to our first question, whose are those other officers whose appointments are vested in the president in this constitution? Ateneo.
Sergeant at Arms.
No! Yuri.
Presidential Security Guards.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure? Are we reading the same case? Sige, manapod makatubagan Ang answer is, chairman and members of 3 constitutional commissions. The COMELEC, the Civil Service Commission, and the Commission on Audit. Regular members of the Judicial Bar and Bar Council, and sectoral representatives. Sige, question number 3. When can the president use his or her powers to make appointments? Ateneo.
Favorite subject ko to, math. Subject, attorney, wizard pa yung sound na. History!
Ba to? Clue na naman, clue. Starts with R.
Resign. I know it. Research.
This is so easy. Sige, isa pa. Isa pa clue. Madaming food. Ateneo.
Favorite ko talaga, buffet.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Wrong! UP.
Kanina to the attorney, budol fight.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Ako na ba kung nagbasa mong digest, nagdili full text? The answer is during recess of the Congress. Question number 4. In this case, due to the opposition of some congressman member of the Commission on Appointments, the petitioner and 3 others were unable to take their seats as sectoral representatives as appointed by the President. Thus, the issue is whether the Constitution requires the appointment of sectoral representatives to the House of Representatives to be confirmed by the Commission of Appointments. The court held that since the seats are reserved for sectoral representatives in paragraph 2, section 5, article 6 may be filled by appointment by the President. By express provision of Section 7, Article 18 of the Constitution, it is indubitable that sectoral representatives to the House of Representatives are among the other officers whose appointments are vested in the President in this Constitution. Referred to in the first sentence of Section 16, Article 7, whose appointments are subject to confirmation by the Commission on Appointments. The question now, what is this case? Ateneo.
This is so easy by Chiming Soy.
Wrong subject. This is not about psychological incapacity. UP.
This is the favorite case that we have discussed. Andal versus Andal.
Wala ko pasabot sa inyo ginapambasa. The answer is Quintos Deles versus Commission on Appointments. Okay, sige. Next question. In the case of Pimentel versus Ermita, the court distinguished ad interim appointments from appointments in acting capacity. Now, true or false? Ad interim appointments are not submitted to the Commission of Appointments for confirmation or rejection, while acting appointments are submitted to the Commission on Appointments. UP.
Attorney, maybe. Because nothing's sure in this world. True.
Guys, you are not responsive to the question. The answer is false. Almost. We are now on our 6th question. So, dili gihapon mo patubag. Wala mo nagabasag full text daw. Salig-salig lang mo anang digest sa online. Okay, moderate round. Question number 6. Whose recommendation is needed to appoint the members of the Supreme Court and all the other courts and the Ombudsman and his deputies?
Sino? PRC. Sure, the Greater Bar of the Philippines.
The answer is Judicial and Bar Council. Yung sa luwag. Kaya naman sa script. Question number 7. True or false? The Vice President may be appointed as a member of the Cabinet. This appointment requires no confirmation. Again true or false? Paunahan ang sagot.
It depends!
My questions are so easy. The answer is true. Nag-study ba mo before or like? Question number 8. Ito. Twist. May twist. Fill in the blanks. This has something to do with the appointments made solely by the President. Article 7, Section 16 of the Constitution says that he shall also appoint all other officers of the government whose appointments are not blank and those whom he may be authorized by law to appoint.
Prohibited by law?
Are you asking me? I don't know.
Prohibitions that allows to the countries.
Not a dummy S. The answer is otherwise provided by law. Sige, ito. Pantay bito, magsalig na po mag-digest Question number 9. In the case of Bermudez versus Torres, the court held that when the Constitution or the law clothes the President with the power to appoint a subordinate officer, such confinement must be understood as necessarily carrying with it an ample discretion of whom to appoint. It should be pertinent to state that the President is the head of the government whose authority includes the power of control over all executive departments, bureaus, and offices. Control means the authority of an empowered officer to alter or modify or even nullify or set aside what a subordinate officer has done in the performance of his duties, as well as to substitute the judgment of the latter as and when the former deems it to be appropriate. The question, does the President have the power to assume directly the functions of an executive department? UP.
Attorney, can you repeat?
Hasta kayo to pong basa. Ateneo.
Sir, the facts are too long. I will pass out.
Bilisan natin to. Okay, may puntahan pa ako. Answer is yes. 5 minutes break muna tayo kaya nagating ng food panda.
One eternity later.
Question number 10. What doctrine states that the power to appoint carries with it the power to remove? As a general rule, therefore, all officers appointed by the President are also removable by him.
Ano ko ani attorney? Doctrine of processual presumption.
Oh! UP.
Yes, she is wrong, attorney, because the answer is doctrine of poisonous tree.
Oh, clue. Initials are D.I.
Attorney, Dr. Strange.
Uy, grabe guys! Doctor of Incorporation.
This is frustrating. Ako pa na pangutana, ako pa ni answer. The answer is doctrine of implication. Sa last round na tayo, sa difficult round na tayo, then ako naghihapon nagsige tubag, ako naghihapon sige answer. Okay, question number 11. In relation to the previous question, what is the exception to the general rule?
When the law expressly provides otherwise, that is, when the power to remove is expressly vested in an office or authority other than the appointing power.
Okay, tara. Momentum. Para habang nandyan pang utak. Question number 12. The power of the President to remove a deputy ombudsman and a special prosecutor is implied from his power to appoint. Under the doctrine of implication, the power to appoint carries with it the power to remove. Under Section 9, Article 8, the members of the Supreme Court and judges of lower courts shall be appointed by the President. However, how can the members of the Supreme Court be removed from their seats?
Ateneo, by simply removing his or her name from the list.
Ako. Mag-awol.
Bright, magbigo ba? Kaya nakasunod mong law school? Nga mang tamad na dyan mong magbasa ba? By impeachment proceedings initiated by the Congress. Last question. What are the two types of appointments?
Attorney, I know na Jude. Doctor appointments.
Asa ba? Nagamanat yung digest sa imo sa messenger, no? Kaya ka na lang tubag, as always, charm. The answer is those made for buying votes and those made for partisan considerations. Dali na kayo, no? Dali na kayo kung nagbasa mo. Ay, may last page pa pala. Okay, sorry. Napaday extra page. Last, final question. How many months before for the next presidential election and up to the end of the president's term is he banned from making appointments, except temporary appointments to the executive positions when continued vacancies therein will be prejudice public service or endanger public safety? Clue. Okay, para mahumata. Clue. Closer to the so-called months required to move on from someone you love. Ateneo.
Okay, 3 months for sa 3-month rule.
Nice.
3 months? O siya, 3 months tong last ni mo, no? UP.
Lista na, attorney. Our first point, 2 months.
Ay, salamat! 1 point agad sila. Correct answer, 2 months. Assistant, please pakitali po ng points natin. Ilang points lahat?
Ateneo 1, UP 1.
Asag mga score. Ay! Kayo to mga law school nato dire. Okay, pero since there is a tie, we will now conduct a tiebreaker. Okay, since time man mong duha, we will now conduct a tiebreaker para may balaan jud kung kinsa sa inyo ang daog. Now, ang tiebreaker karon, kamong upat, group yourselves into 3. Kung kung saan din yung bahin-bahin na basta group yourselves into 3. Sunod, ang inyong task is to present a video presentation. Basta, isubmit lang ninyo before mahuman ang kalimutan.
Attorney, yung sa'yo fan size.
Ang size is 3 inches. Familiar ka, Ana.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our episode game for tonight. We would like to thank our sponsors, Food Panda, ang Panda ng Bayan, Central Goods, pero sa Rex nagapalit. And finally, 7-Eleven Jacinto Branch, nabuo ka ng mga cashier. See you and good night, everyone!
2 months?
Yes.
Mura na mag-file og leave. 2 months? Ah, sorry.
Dahil lang.
Wala na. Okay.
Assistant, please pakitali po ng points natin. Ilang points lahat?